Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this great press conference of the 87th Annual East LA Classic. My name is Mike Flores, and I will be emceeing the program today, the press conference. So it's a great pleasure for me to be here. For as far as I'm concerned, I've been involved with this classic for over 60 years, pulling for both sides. The first 60 years, I was a Bulldog fan, because I attended Garfield High School as a youngster. And then the second 30 years, I was working as a Roosevelt teacher, so my loyalty switched over to Roosevelt. So now I'm impartial and pulling for both teams, and it's great when both teams come together and they create great music like you saw the mariachis when both teams come together. And we're looking forward to a great game this year. So I'd like to now introduce a man who is very instrumental in bringing the classic to the Coliseum, and that is George Pla, president of the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum Commission. George Pla is the president of the Coliseum Commission. He only takes on big undertakings. He was the one who moved the Endeavor to the Science Center. And now he's a man who envisioned moving the East LA Classic to the Coliseum. Now please join me in welcoming Mr. George Pla.
Thank you. Thank you, Paul. I don't know why we're so somber. Everybody, let's pump it up here. Are you excited about this? 2 more days and you're going to be on that field. But I want to give you a very short history lesson. Mr. Furen talked about it, but I want to elaborate on it. Look at this place. Held the Olympics in 1936, the Olympics in 1984, and the Olympics in 2028. All of you youngsters are going to be around. Let me tell you something. We're going to need 4,000 volunteers to help us put on the Olympics. Can you help us with that? Tell me again, can you help us with that? All right. So let me tell you what you're getting into on Friday night. At this Coliseum, the Pope was here, 100,000 people. Dalai Lama, John F. Kennedy, Muhammad Ali, Cesar Chavez, Billy Graham. The Dodgers wins the World Series in the stadium. The Rams Super Bowl. We allowed UCLA to come here as well, SC guy. And yes, the famous Evel Knievel. Some of you don't even know who that is, but others do. A very famous event here. When we envisioned this event, I had no idea what the turnout would be. I am told at this moment that we have 27,000 tickets sold here. And that does not include those that are going to walk in. And I know my gente, they're going to walk in and not reserve their tickets. So I expect there will be over 30,000 people. What do you think about that? Yeah! Right? So that is what it's about. I know today the press is here and I know they're interested. I.AM, Black Eyed Peas, very deserved. But you know what? Let's not forget why we're here. It's for you, the students, you, the players, band members, cheerleaders, that are going to have a memory for the rest of your life. You're going to drive by here and say, I played there. Yeah. And your family's going to say, I know Dad, I know Papa, I know Mom. You're going to tell me every time I drive by. I played at the Coliseum. I ran out of the tunnel. What do you think of that? Right? So I understand the 2 teams in league are undefeated. It's going to be one heck of a game. One team runs the ball, the other team passes the ball. What a great matchup. Heavyweight fight of the world, that's what I think. So thank you very much for being out here. We appreciate you. This is for you, the students. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, thank you, George Pla. Okay, now it gives me great pleasure to introduce a woman who is no stranger to the East LA Classic, our very own school board member, Monica Garcia.
Thank you, sir. Buenos dias, buenos dias. Hello, champions. My name is Monica Garcia, and I am so honored to be the board member representing the East Side. Roosevelt and Garfield are our powerhouses in the classroom and on the court and the field. So thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you for celebrating 87 years of the East LA Classic. And I want to just make sure we understand that George Pla started by changing the East Side, but he has moved to the world stage. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's what you get to play on. This is a world stage. Thank you, George Pla and company, for opening those doors of access. So, Rough Riders and Bulldogs, this is exciting. That we are paying attention to you and we are celebrating your today and your tomorrow. And yes, I want to recognize our leaders that bring these two neighborhoods, school communities together. Thank you, Superintendent Jose Huerta, for being with us. Thank you to our principals from Roosevelt, Ben Gertner, and Patricia Hansen from the Magnet at Roosevelt, Andres Favela from Garfield, and we have leaders throughout our schools. I want to recognize our coaches, Aldo Paral over on the Rider side, and Lorenzo Hernandez for the Bulldogs. And today, yep, clap for them, go ahead. Every one of them working hard every single day for our students and their futures. And thank you to our cheer teams, our spirit leaders, our bands, of course, our student athletes. We're here because it is time to celebrate a century of making a difference across LA Unified, and it's wonderful to unite 100 years of the Coliseum, 100 years of Roosevelt High School, and in 3 years we're going to celebrate 100 years of Garfield High School. And of course our sponsors, not only the Coliseum, but Will.I.AM and Black Eyed Peas, they're coming together as Will.I.AM always does for kids like him. It is beautiful. It is beautiful to see the love, the investment, and the promise. So young people, we love you, we believe in you, we have high expectations for the East LA Classic and for graduation. And I'm just thrilled that Alberto Calvado, somebody who is leading our organization, stands up. I'm not going to introduce him, but I want people to know, I want our young people to know, he's working hard every day because he knows the power of education. I'm a kid from East LA. I got a chance to read and write. I am grateful to your parents, to the voters, to everyone in Los Angeles that invests in our schools and communities. The East LA Classic is one of those beautiful times of celebrating community, scholarship, and indeed the champions in our school. So thank you, Superintendent, for being with us. Adelante!
Thank you, Monica Garcia. We love your enthusiasm, and we're thankful for the many years that you've put into both Garfield and Roosevelt High School. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce a gentleman who is here for his first classic celebration, LAUSD Superintendent Alberto Carvalho.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. It's such a pleasure to be on this stage, at this site, at this moment, celebrating a reality that, quite frankly, from my perspective, seems pretty unreal. Whether you are representing Boyle Heights community, East LA, whether you are from Roosevelt or Garfield, you are from two different neighborhoods representing the same community. I have to confess something. I was not born in this country, but today I feel we are connected, for we come from the same community. facing the same challenge, the same hardship, but also contemplating the same hope and opportunity, living the same dream, singing the same song, dancing to the same beat. And that is exactly what this classic represents. Now, I have a feeling, in fact, I have a feeling that in a couple of nights from now, there'll be a tune that I think everybody will feel reverberating through your hearts and your minds. It may be something like, I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night, that tonight's gonna be a good night, that tonight's gonna be a good, good night. It's all about those who show up, stand up, speak up for the great, great youth of Los Angeles Unified. My remarks will be brief, but my aspirations beyond the field is actually what happens in the classroom. In the field, you will be fierce. In the classroom, you will be unstoppable. There will be no losers as a result of this classic. Just showing up, having that energy, representing your great community makes every one of you a winner. Whether you're playing on the field, whether you're playing the instrument, whether you are dancing, twirling, celebrating who you are, where you came from, and the journey traveled by those who brought you here, all of you are winners. And mark my words, folks, it will not take long for the rest of the country to recognize that Roosevelt, Garfield, and every other school in LAUSD will be seen as the greatest school in America. That's my promise to you, my promise to this community. Let me thank every single person who is an active participant in building this dream, the private sector sponsors, George Ply and your leadership, the person with a meek, demure voice, Monica Garcia, and my new best friend, Will I.AM.
Yeah.
And look, there are many folks. I want to thank the Black Eyed Peas. I mean, forget about those folks who perform and halftime show during the Super Bowl. Anybody is sought to do that. But only a few actually show up for the halftime of this classic, this quintessential celebration of the greatness of our community. And what an honor to have the Black Eyed Peas, to have Will I.AM with us that night and with us today. And the last thing I will say is, look, they don't just do music, albeit great music. They don't just embrace and embark on a journey that elevates the dignity, the humanity, and the possibility of young people in our community, particularly in East LA, particularly in Boyle Heights. But they also do something that goes beyond that. And I want to announce right here, in the presence of many, LAUSD is partnering with Will I.AM and his foundation to bring 84 robotics labs into our school system. My friend, promise made, promise kept. So, let's celebrate who you are. Let's celebrate what you do. Let's celebrate the greatness of our community. Let's celebrate the greatness of East LA. Let's celebrate the greatness of Boyle Heights. Let's celebrate the incredible power of Roosevelt High and Garfield High. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Carvalho, and we sure hope you will be here Friday, you and your family, to join in this festivity. All right, now it gives me great pleasure to introduce three men who understand the meaning of giving back. They bring people joy with their music, and on Friday they're going to help us make history as the first high school football game to get a Super Bowl caliber halftime show. Give a warm welcome to the Black Eyed Peas.
Wow, this is I remember growing up in Estrada Courts, one of the only black families in our neighborhood, and being embraced and loved by my neighbors, by my familia, growing up in the 80s in East LA was hard, but it was beautiful. I remember going to see my cousin David Isaiah play the East LA Classic in the 90s.
Yeah.
I remember my mom and my uncles talking about how my Uncle Lynn Kane, who went to Roosevelt, played in the Classic, went to East LA College, graduated to come to USC, graduated from USC to play for the Falcons, to then transfer to the LA Rams. And East LA really holding my Uncle Lynn Kane up as like a community local hero, and how much love the community showed me and my family. So to come here on this East LA Classic here at USC, my Uncle Lynn Kane doing the coin toss, just showing what's possible. Every single one of you guys can go off and do amazing things with your life. We come from the same neighborhood. Whether you're from Garfield, my aunt, rest in peace, Stephanie Kane, she went to Garfield. And my aunt Belinda, my mom, my uncles, they went to Roosevelt. So I'm torn between two, because there's family that went to Garfield, family that went to Roosevelt. And this celebration celebrates the students, the coaches. The beautiful thing about Roosevelt and Garfield is that we have somebody that unites us. Rest in peace, Coach Dickey. You know, we are, like the superintendent said, make some noise for our new superintendent for LAUSD. We are from different neighborhoods from the same community. Whether we're black or we're brown, we both face the same struggles. And for all the kids that joined the I.AM.ANGEL Foundation, I salute you guys. We have kids going to Dartmouth, to Brown, to Stanford, to UCLA, to USC, to Georgetown. We got kids going to Cal State LA, Long Beach, Irvine, San Diego. We have awesome scholars, and that came from our neighborhood.
Yeah.
Black Eyed Peas, we come from Boyle Heights.
Yeah.
You know? Taboo, he's from the Garfield side. That's why he's signed on that side.
I got love for Roosevelt, though.
Yeah.
Apple, he's a Filipino, different type of brown. And we're all freaking one family, una familia. So this is gonna be a great night on Friday. We dialed it up to have, like, you know, Grammy levels, our version of Super Bowl level production, because Boyle Heights, the East Siders, East LA, we deserve that level of awesomeness because you guys are awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the world to hear the song that we did with the bands. It's so beautiful. Yesterday, Virginia showed it to me, my best friend. I teared up because it was so emotional of how awesome the band plays, how talented you guys are. Like, you guys should be super proud. You know, like, this is like, I'm keeping my tears back right now. I'm staying strong. Don't worry about it. But it's a very emotional time. I got bussed out to Palisades, but every day when I would get off the bus, I would go see my best friend Virginia, who was a cheer squad. She was the captain of the cheer squad. Because,
Virginia.
and I've known her since I was 11 years old. I played for the East LA Bobcats. East LA is like my heart. I get my raspados right there on 4th Street.
Yeah.
I used to get it right there off of Indiana, but they closed down. Now it's a coffee shop, but it's okay because the other one right there on 4th Street is still good. Anyways, my love for Boyle Heights is never ending. We've done the biggest things you could think about, but I can't forget about my neighborhood, my community. You know, Oscar De La Hoya did awesome stuff for the Garfield side and East LA, the stuff that he's done. His school right there on Lorena Street, he inspired me to start my foundation in East LA, in Boyle Heights, on 1st Street, across the street from Hollenbeck Police Station. And this is us. This is who we are. We're gonna show the world on Friday. I wish all the teams the best. It's gonna be a beautiful game, guys. We should all be proud. And don't stop dreaming. You can do anything. This is proof. Whatever it is you wanna do, you can do it. Just surround yourself with a great team. This is my team right here. And we did the biggest, when everybody said that we couldn't. We did it. You guys could do it too.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Woo.
I'm
gonna keep mine short, but let's make some noise for Miss Garcia. Her energy is impeccable. Wow! I want that energy on Friday night, Miss Garcia.
You got it.
So I just want to first acknowledge the first people of this land. As an Angelino, as my city of Los Angeles, I want to acknowledge the Tangba, Chumash, and Gabrielinos, first people of this land. Y también un saludo a todos los mexicanos que están representando hoy en este momento. Es un placer estar aquí con ustedes.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna speak from the heart, be transparent and candid, and let you guys know how important this is, not only to us as Black Eyed Peas, but as Angelinos. Kids that started in East LA with $1 and a dream, maybe $2 in a dream. But the focus was music, the focus was positivity, optimism, and the love for our cultures. I.AM is big inspiration because he grew up in a Mexican neighborhood and really connected with the honoring and celebrating of Mexican culture. Appa came from the Philippines, Black and Filipino, and really learned what it's like to be representing in East Los Angeles. I myself am Native American and Mexicano, and I'm proud to be representing Angelinos across the world. Every time we step on stage, we represent East LA. And it's true. It's from the heart, just like you, Ms. Garcia. I appreciate everything you said because you spoke to me. When I was a kid, I wish I could have had somebody that could hype me up as much as you hype me up right now. But the reality is we're just here to do whatever we can to show love for our city, for our kids, our youth, Roosevelt, Garfield. My mom went to Garfield High School, so I'm not being biased, but I got love for both teams and I got love for East LA. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you to all the media for being here, representing for this amazing, amazing space. And let's go have a great East LA Classic. Thank you.
Yeah,
go Bulldogs, go Rough Riders.
yeah.
And we are so proud and excited to be part of this history and to see you guys, compete in the field. But the most important thing is becoming one community, togetherness, and for a positive outcome. And we're so excited to do the halftime, and we're gonna rock out. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Will and the Black Eyed Peas. And just know that Garfield and Roosevelt have lots of love for you guys.
That's right.
And now we come to the part of the program that features the most important people here, our students.
Yeah.
Please join me in welcoming the Associate Student Body President for Garfield High School, Leah Richardson, and the Associate Student Body President for Roosevelt High School, Eileen Perez. So Leah, you will let you talk first. Okay?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Leah Richardson, and I am the ASB president at Garfield High School. I am overjoyed to see everyone here to celebrate the 87th Classic between Garfield and Roosevelt. This is more than just a football game. It is a community gathering of families, friends, and even frenemies. Throughout the years, we have carried a tradition in which East LA and Boyle Heights come together to show their support and love for their community, friends, and students. This classic allows old friends to reconnect and bond over the memories they created in the past years. Now that the pandemic has subsided, we are able to return to normality and celebrate our communities. Our schools have assured our community that it is now safe to return to campus life safely and with ease. With the help of our amazing teachers, staff, support staff, admin, and parents, we are able to come together and celebrate the pride of East LA. This year especially is monumental as both football programs are experiencing a successful season and are undefeated in the Eastern League. Both are striving to become Open Division City champs. Go Bulldogs! But the Classic is not only a showcase for football, but for band, color guard, cheer, mariachi, ASB, ROTC, and drill team. These groups have spent endless hours in the last few weeks to practice their routines, music, choreography, and make posters. It is this time that we will remember years from now. We will remember the countless hours spent with our peers, coaches, to prepare for such a game. It is this time that we will form unbreakable bonds with our peers, coaches, and sponsors. We will remember the time we came together as one team, the Garfield team, to celebrate our community and all that it has to offer. And for this reason, we should all be proud to be a part of this legacy that will continue for future generations. Go Bulldogs!
Good morning. My name is I.AM.ANGEL Perez, and I'm the ASB president for Roosevelt High School. It is my distinct honor to be with you all today and to be part of this great historic tradition. We have been through so much over the past 3 years, and while we are here to celebrate today, I'd like to take a moment to think of those important members of our schools, former coaches, players, or community members who are not able to celebrate with us in person. Please join me in a moment of silence to acknowledge them. Thank you. This Friday is a culmination of all our hard work, from our football players to leadership, cheer, band, mariachi, drill, to color guard, and all of our spirit groups, and to our administration, who we have each worked tirelessly and endlessly to make this Friday happen. I'd like to say that on Friday night is when our community comes together to support everyone at Roosevelt, but that wouldn't be true. Our community has been there for us throughout it all, throughout the struggles of Spirit Week, the struggles of our practices, through our late nights for posters. Our community is the backbone of everything that we do. That of the Boyle Heights and Roosevelt community is one that can never be replaced, replicated, or threatened. This tradition is one that holds much value to our community. It's one of the many things we look forward to every year, one of the things we can rely on. Above all, it's one of the things all our families come to and feel a part of, a time when Boyle Heights comes together for this tradition. We show what Roosevelt represents, our accomplishments, our hardships, and most importantly, our Black and brown excellence. To highlight our schools in an amazing light, one that we have earned and well deserve. On this day, we get to show the world who we really are, what we truly represent, the biggest rivalry on this side of the Mississippi, the rivalry of excellence and pride, not just football pride, but our school pride, our family and our community pride. And so I thank you once again for being here today, representing our schools, our histories, and representing what each one of us have done for this game. Thank you very much.
Very good. Thank you, ladies. These students really do a great job of their presentation and giving praise to both schools and encouragement. We thank you. All right, and now it comes time for our team captains, the ones who will be leading their team out there during this big game. And I'm going to start off with the Garfield captain, number 10, Jaden Barnes.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm thankful for the opportunity to speak today on behalf of my team. I want to give a special thank you to Mr. Favela and our admin, as well as our coach, Coach Hernandez, and our amazing coaching staff. We're very excited for this game. I want to thank everyone who was involved in putting this game together right here at the Coliseum. I began playing for the East LA Youth Program, and Coach Pratt helped a lot of us learn about East LA and what it's about. I'm excited for this tradition of East LA Classic, which is considered one of the biggest rivalries in the country. Every kid in both communities dreams big of playing in this game, so we're very excited for that. All the early mornings and late nights have led us to this moment. Me and my team know what's on the line this Friday. Pride, bragging rights, and especially a victory. We've been putting in a tremendous amount of work leading up to this point. We've heard and seen all the disrespect on the media, but you know what they say, lions don't lose sleep over the opinion of sheep. Go Bulldogs.
All right, great job, Jaden. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce Roosevelt High School's captain, Alexander Arroyo, number 9.
Good morning and welcome to the 87th edition of our little football game. I'd like to thank Mr. Plau, Will.I.AM, the Coliseum Commission, and our school administration, leadership, spirit squad, and of course, my teammates. We are very fortunate to be celebrating 100 years of Roosevelt football at an iconic place that was actually around when we started. This is a very beautiful place filled with wonderful memories. We hope to bring another page into the Coliseum memory book. I've been very fortunate to be a part of this event over the past 4 years. It is sad that my career will finish after this season. I hope to play football in the future, but I definitely will be attending college and furthering my education. Football has taught me many lessons, one being discipline, the discipline to stay focused on a goal and to achieve that goal. I would like to take a moment and thank my parents. I've been blessed to have these two amazing people in my life. Each have sacrificed so much over the years to drive me, feed me, take care of me, and allowed me to pursue my passion for football. Thank you, Mom and Dad. I also would like to say that this game brings together two communities that share identical identities. We are both from hard-working families. We are both communities that respect tradition and value that persevere for centuries. In the end, only thing that separates us is blue and gold. We know thousands of fans will be here Friday night. Many will attend to see the Black Eyed Peas perform a halftime show that will include our respective spirit squads. Some will attend because it's the Coliseum. Some will attend to see that at this beautiful remodeled venue. Finally, most will attend because they are going to witness a tough-fought game between two schools that are fighting for an open division playoff spot and maybe 2 home games. Each school enters with great records as both are undefeated in league play. Roosevelt is undefeated at 8-0 and Garfield at 6-2. I will be there this Friday and hope to see you too. Let's go Riders!
Thank you very much, Alexander. And we wish you guys the best of luck, both Garfield and Roosevelt. Remember, you guys are playing here, and your whole community will be out to support you. Over 30,000 people will be here just to root for you guys. So you guys give them the best show you can, and they'll be treated to a great halftime show. So play hard, use good sportsmanship, and remember, we are all here for you. So good luck, Riders and Bulldogs, and may the best team win this coming Friday. Thank you very much. Okay, Keith, we have. Okay, and now we have Superintendent Carvalho would like to say a few parting words, and then we'll take your group pictures. Okay, Superintendent.
Let's play ball. Unas palabras en español. Me siento tan feliz de estar aquí con ustedes esta mañana para celebrar un evento histórico. Viernes por la noche vamos a celebrar 3 cosas. Primero, una tradición de 87 años entre 2 escuelas icónicas, una tradición y una cultura de gran valor. Segundo, una celebración de cultura y tradición, una tradición de diversidad que representa nuestra comunidad de Los Ángeles. 2 escuelas, 2 comunidades, pero unidas. Estamos celebrando Garfield y Roosevelt y todo lo que esta juventud representa. Y el tercer componente muy importante, estamos celebrando también las entidades de nuestra comunidad que deciden celebrar la juventud, principalmente el mejor show del año, el mejor evento musical del año, proporcionado por mi amigo Will.I.AM y Black Eyed Peas. Muchas gracias.